Alright, what's up guys? So, what I wanted to do today is show you guys some of the books that have actually changed everything for me. And I mean, it's one of those books where once I read it, like there's something that shifted in my mind. And I wanted to share what that is for me. And maybe one or two of these books is exactly what you need right now. So, first one that I want to share with you guys is actually by Cardone. This one I read, I believe it was 2015, and it's called the 10x rule. So basically the premise of the book, let me see if I can pull it up here. I read this one all the time. I highly recommend with these books, don't just read it once, give it several reads, because there's certain concepts in there that you just need to go over. I highly recommend chapter 16 of 10x rule, where he goes over fear. So yeah, I have it here, the 10x rule. I'm actually on chapter 16 right now. I don't know if you could see it, but basic premise of this book is to think bigger. You know, if you have certain goals right now, in order for you to achieve that goal, multiply it by 10 in order for you to achieve that. So if your goal is 1 million, shoot for 10 million. That's the example that he gave on here. And along with a lot of other concepts on there, after reading this book, my amount of production and amount of productivity throughout the day has just day and night. Like, it's very different compared to before reading this book, you know, because I just realized that there's so much more I could be doing that I'm not. And it just really opened my eyes to that when you see someone like Grant Cardone, who's just absolutely crushing it, swinging the hammer every single day. It kind of just opens your eyes to like, hey, what am I doing? So another book that really has really shifted my mindset, especially around money, was The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And this one has just absolutely opened a door that I didn't even know was available. So basically what the book is about is money and your thoughts and beliefs about money. So there's certain things that people believe about money. And one thing that I know I used to believe was that money equals stress, or money equals hard work, right? So each one of us have this belief system from an early age. And this is from parents, from childhood. All these kind of things are instilled in us. And so that's what the book really like allows us to see, is that you have these beliefs in you, and it's a matter of finding what they are and then eliminating them. Because no matter what, if you don't, you're going to self-sabotage, which means that you're going to get to a certain level and then you're going to drop off. You're going to somehow sabotage your success and just go back to where you were. So it's a book that I highly recommend to anyone. I always recommend it when the subject of money comes up, because I think it's something that everyone should read. Third book that I have for you guys, and it's actually something that you can find on YouTube. I'll actually put it up right now. It's called Beyond Positive Thinking. And this one was actually recommended to me by a mentor of mine, and it is absolutely life-changing, because everything that you're doing right now, or anything that you believe you can't do, or you feel like you're just not doing right now, it's only the result of your thoughts, right? Thoughts create beliefs, beliefs create actions, actions create results, results turn into, then reinforce habits, habits turn into your life, right? There's this chain of events that all starts with the thoughts that you're thinking. So this book really goes a lot deeper than just positive thinking. I thought that's what it would be about, but it's not. It goes really deep into you really understanding what's going on in your head that's causing you to do or not to do certain things. So I would highly recommend this book, especially if you feel like there's certain thoughts in your head that are just snapping you from doing something that you know you should do. Then this is definitely the book that I recommend for you. The other one, which is really just absolute, let's see if I can find it for you guys. absolutely just given me more faith in myself and how everything kind of just works, how life works, is The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's a bit of an old school book, to be honest. Here's what it looks like. You can actually find it on YouTube, which is really great. It's a huge amount of value. The only downside to this is if you do read it, treat it like as if you actually paid like $100 for it, because it's worth so much more than that. All right, so it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It, and it teaches you that there's certain principles that are going on for you to achieve success. There's certain principles, certain laws that you have to abide by, like universal laws that you have to abide by, or else you're not going to make it to where it is that your goal is. So I highly recommend this one. I mean, it's just I read it over and over again whenever I feel, like lack of belief or lack of faith, whether it be in myself or, the higher order of things. I just take a listen into this, and even just going through some of the examples that they go through, it really solidifies that, as long as, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I abide by these universal laws, things will work out. Like, it will happen. So this last one is actually a recent one that I found, and it's just been a golden nugget, because everyone wants quantum leaps, right? Everyone wants to get to a certain goal, whether it be losing 20 pounds, whether it be, I don't know, making 6 figures, whether it be, getting into a relationship, or, just bringing something into your life, right? And what this book really, I guess, instilled was that those quantum leaps happen as a result of those 1% actions that you do, like those little things that happen. And it all nails down, I guess the whole premise of the book is stepping into faith and not fear, right? Every single time we get 2 decisions, right? We get either we step into faith or we come back to fear. And so here's the book right there. It's called U Squared by Pritchett. And actually I actually was turned on to this, or I was put on to this guy by believe it or not, it was Rob Dyrdek. He spoke at an event here in LA, in Anaheim, and I think he mentioned this guy, Pritchett. He mentioned how he went to some sort of hypnotist because he was looking to make a quantum leap in his life. And he knew that he was coming towards the end of a certain chapter in his life where, people thought he was at the end of his career, and everyone was against him. They didn't believe in him. So what he did was he made a quantum leap, and he went to like some sort of hypnotist or something like that. But either way, he brought up this guy's name. And once I looked into it, it's basically his whole premise is about making quantum leaps in your life and in business. And what that requires is stepping into faith and not fear. And he goes really into detail about this. I highly recommend you read this book over and over and over again, because I know for myself, I've read this twice already, and there's some concepts that I really just need to just repeat in my head, because it's really that crucial, and it's really key points that you need to understand. And he really stresses how, in order to get to that next level, it's going to require you to be in situations where you're going to be scared. Like, you're just going to be absolutely terrified, and you won't have any idea how you're going to get there, but you have to step into it anyways. So I think that's just such a powerful book for anyone that's has big goals and is shooting for something really big. You need this book. You absolutely need to read it, because it's going to help you in more ways that you can understand. So those were the 5 books that have just been absolutely life-changing. Most of those have actually came to me in the last 2 years. I would say 2018 has just been my toughest year. And so books like these have really just helped me in so much, just understand what's going on. And so when you have a level, what these books really do is they raise your level of awareness so that you understand what's going on, and so that you're not scared coming into something, because you understand, hey, this is what I need to do, and I understand it's part of the game. So let me know. I'm always looking for different books, you guys. So if you know a book that has just really helped you in your life, and absolutely changed the game for you, then put it down in the comments. I want to know. You know, I'm always looking for new books. I read about a book a week. So put it down below, and I'm going to look it up. And yeah, and just put it down below for any other people who are also, you know, looking to look for books that might change their life. Keep in mind that there's a book out there that someone needs to read, and it might just change up their whole perspective on something. So let me know if you guys liked that video, and if you want me to do more of these. Like, do you want me to do more like kind of reviews on other books that I've read that have really changed my life? Because there's a couple others that come to mind, but I didn't want to make this video too long. So let me know, and I'll see you guys on the next video.